everybody, Omnigryphon here, and welcome to a surprise announcement video. In place of Isaac today, since I know a ton of people don't really watch Isaac, but also, I could have uploaded an episode, but I don't want to be overloaded with too much content, especially because this is an important announcement, at least I like to believe it is, and that is that I have a new channel. That's right, a new channel. So for those of you who have been watching a whole bunch of my stuff, thank you, always. I know I don't ever ask for subscribing and notification bell and comments, because I know you guys are smart enough to know how all that shit works. That's because, you know, this isn't labeled for kids. But this new channel is going to be different than what this one is, by a little bit. And that is because it is. It took a while to try and line that up. It didn't line up great. It is OC, which is a nice little. I guess I don't even know if it's a pun, but it's kind of a meme. You know, original content. That's what OC stands for. But also, more accurately, the name of the channel is OmniCreations. There will be a link in the description. But the whole reason I'm plugging it is because I'm releasing the first video on it today. For those of you who've been watching me stream, you know that I've been playing a decent bit with the streamer Spooky Wagons. And a while back, we actually sat down and took a Monday and about an hour out of a Saturday. It was a Monday evening. Somewhere around like 6 to 8 hours. I honestly don't remember the exact amount of time. And we played a game called Little Hope. It was a story game where you made decisions for characters. People could live or die. A horror game. Very similar to it's in the same series as Man of Medan, don't know how to say it, never will, as well as I believe it is, it's something of Ashes. It's like Throne of Ashes or something. That's coming out later at the end of this year, and it is also made by the same people who did Until Dawn, which is another horror choose your own adventure type game, although that one was only for PlayStation. I think it was for PS4 because of the special controls. And yeah, so we sat down, we played it, and I said, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to take this and I'm going to make a compilation of it. And that's because not only are you playing it together, but you can also go your separate ways. You can not necessarily be together all the time. It's still very handholdy. You still follow the path, but you know, we were having a good time. We were streaming, we were cracking jokes, getting a little spooked, and you know what? We had a good time, and I wanted to make this, and it's been forever. I legitimately don't know how long. It has been a very long time since we finished. She has gone on deployment to Iraq and gotten back in the time it took me to edit this video, partially because I procrastinated, partially because I bit off way more than I can chew. There's so many interesting things here that I tried to put into the video to make it unique and fun. It is long, I'm not gonna lie, but I didn't want to release it in two parts. That felt kind of crappy, especially because I didn't have a good natural place to end it in the middle. So that's gonna be going up today on that channel. And the whole point of that channel, and I'm actually going to have an intro video on that channel if you want to take a peek, but the whole idea is that that channel is not going to be daily uploads. It won't even be scheduled uploads. They're just going to be uploads. And those uploads are going to be of various things that I want to do. Maybe it is stream highlights now and again. Probably not. That's not something that generally interests me a lot. I've been doing edits like these, perhaps with like collabs might actually be a reasonable thing to do. Forever ago, I posted like a 4-way Left 4 Dead campaign where just everybody was recording and we mashed them all together. That would be something that would probably come out on that channel. Something that's kind of new, interesting, could take a lot of time, things like that. As I said, all sorts of, basically whatever floats my boat, whatever side project I'm working on, maybe I'll make a video about it, or maybe it'll just be something that doesn't fit into the normal content that is on this channel, because I'm trying to keep my channel identities the same, right? Like the people who don't enjoy having a daily video out, like I didn't want to be like, hey, yeah, no, I'm gonna be releasing cool stuff, but it's gonna be on the channel that if you're subscribed to it, you're gonna get a video from me every day. Not everybody likes that sort of content, and that's fine. And this gives people a chance to consume content that I make that isn't just all about video games, and it keeps this in a separate location. And since those aren't going to be happening all the time, or honestly, I think if I were to hit once a month on that channel, I would be amazed. Because it's going to be stuff where I'm trying to learn things. I'm trying to push the limit of what I am capable of, and therefore things are going to take extra time. But if people are interested in that sort of content, they can just subscribe there and not worry about getting, an Isaac episode a day. Because, not everybody is interested in that level of content consumption, and I cannot blame them. But yeah, that's pretty much what this entire video is about. That's what I'm going to take by the time I finish rambling, 10 minutes out of your day to tell you about. I really think that if you enjoy the content that I put out here, that you go check that out. I think it's a little bit more interesting in terms of like engagement. It's got things are moving. I know that because I don't do a ton of editing for this channel, sometimes the games get a little bland or they get a little stale. There's a lot of dead air time. I'm not always talking. And I think that is okay. I think that is perfectly fine. And that's partially because part of what I want out of this channel is something that is true to the games that I'm playing. Because it's very easy to take a game, edit your hour and a half of gameplay into 10 minutes and make it look like the funnest thing ever, when I think it is worth pointing out, worth making sure that it is known that, this is how the game is, and that's what the game is like, and that's how it's going to be. But yeah, that's enough about my philosophy. Eventually I'll get an intro video to this channel up. I know I really don't at this point, but I hope that you guys are continuing to enjoy this channel. I hope that you take at least a little bit of time out of your day to go check out the Little Hope compilation video. I don't even know what I'm going to call it at this point. That is over on the OmniCreations channel. And if you're interested enough in that, if you enjoy it enough, I also highly recommend that you go check out my good friend Spooky Wagons. She streams a lot, like a lot, and she's a really fun person to hang out with. She likes a lot of horror games, so if that's your shtick, show up, say hey, tell her I sent you. I'll probably be in chat along with you, and probably even playing, depending on the night. So yeah, thanks for watching this. I hope you check it out. I appreciate even you listening this far. I'm going to manage to make it in under 10 minutes. I'm gonna do it. So I will say, finally, thanks for watching. I will see you next time. But until then, keep your gears turning.